of you, here we begin with the second class of residential status. Some of you were asking that how to take the backup of all these classes, then tax rates, slab rates, marginal relief, residential status. Sorry, 1 minute. And house property. Till this, the lectures are every day morning uploaded in the YouTube. So if you have missed the class, you can take a backup from there. Later, those who have joined the batch can just have a word with sir, how he will help you to get the backup of these classes. Okay, right? Let us directly, quickly begin with residential status. Actually, you have 5 heads of income and deductions, which comes in the final exam. But residential status is like, the doorbell or the entry first door. Okay, your resident, non-resident decide here. According to that, you take your way inside the bungalow. So you are standing here, in which room you want to go? First floor or the backside room or this side room? Like that is the concept of residential status. Residential status helps to decide which income is going to be taxable in India and which is not going to be taxable. Yesterday full class and today's full class is completely dedicated to residential status of individual. Highest chances of getting questions from this only. Okay. Now, I really missed out asking one thing, that in the group I have posted 2 pictures. Did you check that last year's total DT collection was how much? 19 lakh crores. And this year the plan is to cross 22 lakhs. Now some lines over there, they have written that they have already started sending SMS and emails to people who are having high value transaction. अगर आपने उसमें पढ़ा है, ठीक है? So high value transactions are those transactions wherein your PAN card is there. Dipti Chheda is having a 10-digit alphanumeric PAN card. So if I purchase foreign currency to travel foreign, or if I do shopping from my credit card, or if I buy a 4-wheeler, like that, there's a list of high value transactions. When you do those transactions, mandatory you have to give your PAN card. I remember I have taken a 4-wheeler in my name and I went for vehicle registration and I had everything. I had the election card, Aadhaar card, everything. But by mistake, I missed my PAN card. I said, you want proof? I have my license, I have my passport, I have my Aadhaar, I have my all the other details, election card. They said, no, without PAN, 4-wheeler cannot be registered. The moment I give my PAN for registration of the 4-wheeler, it's synced with their internal data that in the name of Dipti Chheda, PAN card, this number, vehicle is purchased, foreign travel is done, $10 lakh I have purchased, and share trading I have done, and credit card. So like this, it is already there in my Dropbox. It is auto dropped in the Dropbox of Dipti Chheda PAN card number this. Followed. So this is the way they are seeing that maximum people having income. It's not that you by force show extra income. It's that whatever is your income, are you showing correctly or not? If this is done, their target is that in the financial year 24-25, the collection will go up to 22 lakhs crores. This is just a data, not relevant for our exam, but very important. Now straight we go to residential status. Just give me 2 minutes, dear students. Read the intro on your own. Thank you for waiting. Chalo, let us start now with residential status of individual. Whether you are resident or non-resident is decided by 2 basic conditions. Any one of the basic condition you have to satisfy. Let it take 10-15 minutes of revision. Don't say हाँ कल तो पूरा समझ में आ गया, first 10 minutes तो मैं यहाँ वहाँ कर सकता हूँ. The more you repeat, some more minute doubts you will get, some more clarity you will get. So who will talk loudly about the basic conditions? Say loudly.
Mom, can you hear us now?
Any one of you turn by turn. I need not say कि okay now your name. You all are quite big. आप पक्का स्कूल में नहीं हो ना? पक्का ना? तो बोलो. Little louder.
Mom,
Yeah, say.
there are two basic conditions. Either of them are to be satisfied. First condition is that the person should have stayed in India for at least 182 days or more. The second condition is that should be in India for 60 days or more in the current financial year and at least 365 days or more in the previous 4 financial years.
Very good. Very good. So one of the basic conditions should be satisfied to be resident. Either he should be in India for 182 days or more in the financial year, or 60 days or more in 24-25 and 365 days or more in any of the 4 PPYs. PPY is preceding previous years. And you know, continuous stay is not necessary. In the last 4 years, you can come, go. The day you come, India is counted. The day you leave, India is counted. And you have to be very careful about 31 days, 28 days, leap year, like that. Okay? So much depth they will not ask. They will ask the calculation which you are easily able to do. So are you in India for 182 days or more? Aa jao. You are a resident. Oh, you are just there in India for 60 days or more in this financial year and 365 days or more, then you are resident. Once you are resident, then only go to the, I told you it's like a treasure hunt. Yahan se yahan pahunche, then only you can go ahead. Once you are resident, then additional conditions will be satisfied. What are the additional conditions to be satisfied? Out of the last 10 years, any 2 years you should be resident. And out of the last 7 years, 730 days you should be in India. Any 730 days. So if you satisfy any one of the basic condition, both the additional conditions, then you are resident and ordinary resident. Any one of the basic condition, none of the additional condition. One of the additional condition is waste, because additional conditions in between it is written and you have to satisfy both. So one of the basic condition you have satisfied, you are resident. None of the additional condition, resident and not ordinary resident. Basic condition only you are not satisfying, you are not resident. I'm purposely doing this orally. This is my way of making it more focused. Okay. Second way is to read from the material and share the screen and do it. Which one works for you? You say. जैसे आप बोलोगे कल से वैसे रिविजन करेंगे. Today I did it orally. Tomorrow we'll do it like this. है ना? आ जाओ. So once again we can revise from the flowchart also. Here it is on the screen. So you have to satisfy one of the basic conditions, both the additional condition. One of the basic conditions, any one or none. And none of the basic conditions, non-resident. Yesterday we have worked good problems also. And I hope sure you have got the presentation, how to the point you have to write answer. You have to calculate days and conclusion. Can we go ahead until now all clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo, next now is some only... So many of you are there. If some are saying yes, it is assumed that she's saying yes on behalf of all. Any single student not following, please don't hesitate कि सबको समझ में आ रहा है, मुझे कैसे नहीं आ रहा है. You have a doubt, please ask for yourself. अब वो भी तो सीख के जाओ ना. ये तो क्लासरूम है आपका खुद की अपनी जगह है. Learn and go how to ask for yourself. चलो. Now I'm teaching you exceptions to the basic rule where 182 days or more if you are in India, then only you are said to be resident. second basic condition is not applicable. Ma'am, what is second basic condition? 60 days, 365 days, not applicable. Indian citizen going abroad for employment. 60 days wala dekhna hi nahi hai. Are you in India for 182 days or more? Aa jao, resident. Indian citizen who leaves India as a member of crew or a ship. And in crew or ship, the days are counted as per continuous discharge certificate. Third, Indian citizen, person of Indian origin, who being outside India, comes to visit India. For him, it's not that second condition is not applicable. 182 days and more, yes. Second condition, instead of 60 days, it is 120 days. Are you in India for more than 120 days? Yes. Are you Indian origin staying abroad, coming to visit India? Yes. You are in India for more than 120 days? Yes. And 365 days? Yes. Or more in the 4 years. And your total income exceeds 15 lakhs? Pay the tax in India. Actually, a person, an Indian citizen and Indian origin and abroad, for him, second condition is not applicable. For all the 3 second condition is not applicable. But again, then it is applicable if this hitch is coming. What is this hitch? Oh, you are earning above 15 lakhs in India. It's a huge amount. You must pay tax if your stay exceeds 120 days and 365 days in the 4 years. Okay, right. So till here we have done yesterday. And last where I closed, I think I talked about. Ye dekho. Second basic condition is not applicable for person leaving India for employment as a member of crew and person of Indian origin, staying abroad, coming to India, less than 120 days, non-resident. 120 to 181 days, all the 3 conditions should be satisfied. Total income is more than 15 lakhs? Yes. Last 4 years, 365 days you are in India? Yes. Resident, but not ordinary resident. And 181 days and more, so anyhow is a resident. Okay? Ma'am, I'm there in India for 135 days, but my total income is 2 lakhs, non-resident. Ma'am, I am in India for 165 days and my total income is 18 lakhs. Aajao. You're very well a resident, but not ordinary resident. Stop. Don't go and check the additional conditions. For this, yesterday we have worked out this problem with 1, 2, 3, all the options, right? Fifth problem also. And last, when I closed, I said this can come in the short note. Deemed resident, an individual or Indian citizen, not an Indian origin, this time only Indian citizen bhi chalega. Indian origin, who is said to be of Indian origin? Who himself or parents or grandparents are born in India. So, okay, you are Indian citizen, yes. You are earning more than 15 lakhs in India, yes. You are not paying tax in any other country, yes. Then you are said to be deemed resident. And deemed resident is always resident, but not ordinary resident. I think for this also we have done both these problems and we also checked all these conditions. Everyone in the class is clear with what's the difference between income received in India and remitted in India. I gave you yesterday example for Amrish Puri. Then I will start the today's actual class. ये बहुत मेहनत लगती है ऐसे 15 मिनट 20 मिनट रिविजन कराने को and I can save so much of my time energy if you feel we are done with and we are very clear. Only reason of helping you get a grip on yesterday's classes. Now what you are learning in link of yesterday's class because we have done 20 minutes revision. I hope it is worth it and all clear. Yes? Right?
To explain roll number 186.
Yeah. Any doubt?
Ma'am, can you explain roll number 186? 186. Of a crew member.
Crew member.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, when a person is going out as a member of a crew, see in the crew, as I said, master will be there, other staff will be there. So as a crew member, when you are going out on a voyage in a ship, there's a register kept. It's in that register, the day you sign, you're going out of India. The day you come in, again you are signed, you have entered India. So based on that register's attendance, one form is filled up. It's called as continuous discharge certificate. This is asked in MCQ, this word. Continuous discharge certificate is a document which will tell us how many days this crew member was out of India. So rest of the days you are in India. Suppose I'll give you one example. As a crew member, you boarded the ship on 1st August 2024. So 1st August, you're going out of India. You come to India on 31st October and again you sign. So August, September, October, total number of days, 31, 30, 31. These many days you were out of India, rest you were India. So the days you were in India, if it exceeds 182 days, you are resident. Because 60 days condition is not there. Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Continuous discharge certificate is used to check the attendance of the crew member. So they ask in MCQ, what is that document? Okay, chalo. Now we are going for the next part, which is, every chapter will have the pumping heart. जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना कि business head, I'll teach you. The pumping heart of business head is depreciation. I'll teach you 2 hours, 3 hours may be required next day, only depreciation in income tax, which is quite different from what we do in accounts. Like that, the pumping heart of this residential status is the next table which I am teaching. Now we are in the last level of the treasure and treasure and complete ho gaya, ye ho gaya. Okay, you are resident, fine. You are resident and ordinary resident, fine. You have come till here. Now you are ready with the cap. Okay, I am resident, I am non-resident. So now what income should be taxable for you? That is given in the table. This table you have to learn. You don't have to make this table in the exam which I am sharing now. But apply the table and solve the questions, you get 7 out of 7 marks. और इसको choice में आया तो पक्का करना है because it is having 1 bit mark, no link. So I'm going very slow in the coming 30 minutes because we are in the learning stage. We will study the table, we will apply it and solve one problem aram se. Okay. Now before I start only I'm saying, if you are a non-resident, whatever income is received in India. Yesterday only I have told you what's the meaning of income received in India. थोड़ा सा grammar पढ़ा रही हूँ English. Received in India is directly received. My father is a doctor in London and he has told to hospital that I have a bank account in India in Hyderabad. This bank account. चलो उसी में direct salary डाल दो. So any NRI receiving the income directly in India, should it be taxable in India? Yeah. Second is income deemed to be received. Now deemed to be received is assumed you have received. I'll give you the best example for that is TDS. ध्यान से सुनो, बहुत easy है but नया है आपके लिए. I am giving you 10 rupees salary. Then I'm saying, listen, on this salary you have to pay tax, no? I will deduct 1 rupee on behalf of you, Saurabh, and pay it to government, and I'll give you 9 rupees. How much income you have received? Answer my question. How much income you have received?
9 rupees.
9 rupees. You all are really listening. Thank you so much. 1 rupee is your income deemed to be received. Assume that you have received, ek haath lena, ek haath dena. I'm giving you 10 rupees. Then I'm saying, listen, 1 rupee you give, I'll pay tax on your behalf. It's called as TDS, tax deducted at source. Yesterday only we did abbreviation. And I'll give you a certificate so that when you file your return, you say, my total tax is 50 rupees, 1 rupee already paid by Dipti ma'am. You pay less. But what is your actual income taxable, gross income taxable for you? 10. How much you have received? 9. What is 1 rupee deemed to be received? Every time I get this feedback that students really say that, ma'am, if we listen to your example, that concept is always clear forever. और एक example देती हूँ. You all are working with me. I'll pay you 100 rupees salary. Please don't say, ma'am, 100 rupees है क्या हमारी salary इतनी कम. अब ना lakhs और crores को TV serial, let TV serial talk about that. We are into concept. So I don't want you to focus on the calculation. That's why I take 10 rupees, 2 rupees, 100 rupees. I'm giving you 100 rupees salary. And for you, I'm putting 12 rupees in your provident fund. What is your actual salary? 100. 12 rupees I have paid you, but instead of giving you ki you put in PF, companies only follow for the labor laws, no? PF, ESIC, PF ka full form, if some of you don't know, Provident Fund. So I'm putting 12 rupees in Provident Fund. ये सब अपने costing में भी किया होगा. आप सबका costing हो चुका है, labor chapter. So actually, if I tell you what is effective wages for me, 100 rupees to employee, 12 rupees PF, 8 rupees ESI, 120 is my expenditure. What is your income as salary? 120. How much you are receiving in hand? Kaat kut ke kitna milta hai? 100. 12 rupees directly goes in your PF, 8 rupees go in ESI. After working for 10 years, when you say bye-bye, retire, take your money and go. Retirement benefit. So understand this, income received is directly received. Income deemed to be received is you have received indirectly, but it actually doesn't come in your hand. Enough of examples, clear to all of you? Next, income accrued in India. What is income accrued in India? Yesterday's example. There's the seller of the property who is in Turkey. Buyer of the property is in Sri Lanka. Property is in Chennai. Seller, Chennai की property का owner कहाँ रहता है? Where does he stay? Turkey. He is selling the property in Chennai. Turkey seller. To whom? Buyer, who is in Sri Lanka. India से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. बिल्कुल है लेना देना. Where the property is located? In Chennai. So can I say if property is located in Chennai and it is sold here, so you have to come for registration to Chennai. You have to pay the stamp duty in Chennai, and very well this income is accrued in India. The Turkey seller cannot say I have got full money in Turkey. Neither a rupee also I have got. Sri Lankan person will say I to never went to India. I sent my representative. He did all the autograph signature. I don't know what India. Why? So like this, sometimes income is accrued in India or deemed to accrued also in India. Now, what is deemed to accrued? Deemed to accrued is like, like rubber stamp. Anyone getting salary, any corner of the world from government of India. Salman Khan's movie, what was Ek Tha Tiger. Okay, he was working hidden. His name was not revealed. I don't know exactly usko kya wo word bolte hain. But these people work as our agent. They stay abroad and help us. So they are actually working for Indian government. Yes or no? Right? But they are not in India. They are in some other countries. But government of India is paying salary to our embassies, our UNO officers, our people who are working as security agents outside India. Salary कहाँ से मिल रही है आप सबको? Government of India. Are you in India? No. Are you receiving the salary in India? No. But then who is paying government of India? So it's deemed, assume that you are employee of India, you have to pay tax in India. Income deemed to accrue in India. One more best and don't think, ma'am, example to samajh mein aa rahe. Later on, if we forget, it's all printed in your book. But the more we talk like this, it comes with clarity. One more best example is, if done already in law, let me know I'm saying correctly or not, that dividend is always declared in the place where corporate office is there. Correct? Yes or no? In law, yes. AGM kahan hoti hai? Jahan company ki corporate office hai. There only the dividend is declared. Now this dividend, you are getting it in Kazakhstan. You are staying there. You have invested in Indian company whose head office, whose corporate office is in Bangalore, and you are the shareholder in Kazakhstan, you are getting the dividend from India. Where this income is accrued, khana pakka raha hai, India mein. Because dividend is declared by Indian company. Where? In India. No. We like to hold our AGM in some nice place. Chalo, we'll go Krabi and Phuket and Island and there we'll do our AGM. Your wish. But company is here, corporate office is here, dividend is declared from India. Very well, it is accrued in India. First understand the term, then we'll apply and solve it. ठीक है? आ जाओ. Let us open our material. This is a table. इसको 5-star KitKat सब खिलाओ. ये अपने आप आपको कल तक learn हो जाएगा. Is my guarantee. नहीं हुआ तो you tell me. But before I go to that, I want all of you to come down and check with me. What is income received in India? Income received in India is taxable in all the cases, whether it is accrued in India or elsewhere. Doctor was working in London, getting salary in London, but directly received in India. Na? Irrespective of the residential status, it is received in India. Okay, if the first occasion of receiving income is in India. Receipt is different from remittance. Please explain this to your dost, to your friend, and you will learn it forever. The receipt of income refers to the first occasion when the receipt gets the money under his control. Once the amount is received as income, any subsequent remittance will not make it taxable. Income received in India is taxable. Remittance is not taxable. Roy is a non-resident receiving dividend from an African company in Africa on 5th October. On 11th October, he remitted that income to India. Will it be taxable again? Answer is no. Roy himself is a non-resident. He got the dividend in Africa. Later on, he remitted it to his cousin in India. Doesn't make it taxable. See, purposely, I am explaining you two things. Income received in India. Deemed to be received is received part which doesn't come to you. Directly you're putting somewhere. My salary is 10,000. But you give me 9,000 every month, 1,000 you put in some chit fund. Hai na? So my income is to 10,000. Na? So income received in India taxable. Deemed to be received in India taxable. Remittance is never taxable. Income is received by Roy in Africa. Later on remitted, not taxable. Okay? Take your time, read with me, read at home. Any doubt, tomorrow also we are doing this one. है ना? आ जाओ फिर. Income deemed to be received, the example I have already told you, it's like PF. ये पूरा डिटेल में ना भी पढ़े तो we will leave it as of now and we'll write here refer salary chapter. Just PF what is received should be clear to you. Recognized provident fund, TDS. TDS is always deemed to be received. Na? Your income is 10. I am deducting 1, giving you 9, but your income is taxable. Income is always gross amount 10 rupees. Next, investment, expenditure, cash credit, jewelry. आपके घर से whatever undisclosed income is seen, that's your income. Deemed to be received and you have to pay tax. Can anyone say in the class how much is the tax on all undisclosed income, unexplained expenditure?
78%.
78%. Bifurcation?
60% on
Tax. 25%, 60% tax, 25% surcharge, 4% cess. Cool, good, very good. So when there's a raid at your place, and suppose if it is seen that you have spent 10 crores last year on some of the family members' wedding, that is already spent. Where is it received, ma'am? Income is not received. Then that deemed to be received. It is deemed, it is assumed that you have received 10 crore income and then you have spent it on wedding. We will charge 78% tax. So now income received. No one is going to ask you, give 4 example, write short note. तो burden मत लो. Load नहीं लेना है. Just understand it. Because this topic is application based. What I am teaching now, you have to apply this and solve the question. Solving part is very easy. Understand this for once. Income received in India, deemed to be received. Now we will go to income accrued in India. आ जाओ वो करते हैं. 2 seconds, huh? Just read it. Okay. Now, income, when is income accrued in India? If it is having a business connection in India. And business connection, detail में हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे. पहले just understand. Or the property or asset is located in India. Or there's a transfer of capital asset which is located in India. Or you get salary which is earned in India. Or salary is given by government. Dividend given by Indian company. Interest is payable outside India, but if the money is borrowed and used for the purpose of business and profession in India, I have borrowed money from an NRI and I'm using that money for my project in Mumbai. So that NRI is getting interest outside India, but it is accruing where? In India. These 3 in detail, again I'll explain. Same. Royalty payable outside India, but that royalty is used for services in India, right? Fees for technical. You all know what is this royalty, technical service. This is all paid to technical people. I'll tell you one actual example. In the heart of Hyderabad, there's a lake. It is called as Hussain Sagar Lake. This is an actual case law in our time when I was studying custom final, 1997 ki baat. So in the heart of that lake, one Buddha statue is there, which is made from single stone. Gilbrand stone it is made from. It was carried on a big trailer truck, quite heighted statue. And when they were affixing that statue in the middle of the lake, that statue fell inside the water. To lift it again and again to reinstall it properly, we called technical help from foreign engineers. So foreign company का कोई भी जो पूरा team था, they came to Hyderabad, they gave the technical services, they help us erect it back, and we gave them royalty. We gave them technical fees. They said, no, we will not take royalty and technical fees here. We are going abroad. Directly, you can give it to us in our country. जो भी उनका currency होगा, dollars, yen, pounds में. Suppose they have come from Spain. So we have given them in Spain. But where they have earned that royalty and technical fees in India? Should they pay tax in India? Simple. So this is how it is very important to know that. Okay? Chalo. We'll do now one thing, that we will read all the examples of income which is accrued in India. ये करेंगे थोड़े problems. अच्छा 1 minute. Income accrued का list पढ़ रही थी मैं. Income received is clear. Deemed to be received is clear. Accrued, yeah. Interest, royalty, fees, all is accrued in India. Okay? Right. And if income arising outside India being any sum of money paid without consideration by a resident above 50,000. Now I can say कि ये सब आपको chapters में आएगा. This will come in income from other sources. If you are gifting to someone in cash or kind above 50,000, okay. If you are relatives and gifting, no problem. But outside the relatives, if you gift, it becomes taxable in the hands of the person who is giving. Why, ma'am? I'll explain you. How they were manipulating black money जब वो chapter में. ठीक है? तो अभी के लिए you can leave this part also. Just remember these are all deemed accrued income. चलो. Now let us go to the main table. See now how the income is taxed in 3 columns. resident and ordinary resident, resident and not ordinary resident, and non-resident. Income received in India, underline yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes means taxable for all. Income deemed to be received, like that TDS and all. Yes, yes, yes. Taxable for all because it's deemed to be received. Even NRI is receiving any income in India, he has to pay the tax. Deemed to be received, he has to pay the tax. Income accruing or arising in India, whether or not received elsewhere. You can write the example land sold. Write the tagline because you have heard my class. Land sold लिखेंगे तो याद आ जाएगा. हाँ, दीप्ति मैम ने बताया था. London person selling property to Sri Lankan buyer. है ना? Yes, yes, yes. Income deemed to accrue or arise. Yes, yes, yes. Now, income received and accrued outside India. Received outside India, accrued outside India, but business controlled from India. Yes, yes, no. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Income received outside India, accrued outside India, but business is controlled from India. Yes, yes, no. Ma'am, what do you mean by this? Resident and ordinary resident, resident but not ordinary resident, it will be taxable. Non-resident, it will not be taxable. Are you clear what I am saying? Where is income received? Outside India. Where is it accrued? Outside India. From a business which is controlled from India. Control and management, heads and brains are in India. Then these two people have to pay tax. For non-resident, no. Last one, income earned outside India, received outside India, business set up outside India, source outside India, everything outside India. Still the most obliged child of the house. Yes. Resident and ordinary resident, yes. For them, no. It will be not taxable, not taxable. Now, how to remember it vertically like this? Oh, you are a resident and ordinary resident. You satisfied one of the basic conditions and both the additional conditions. World income, you have to pay tax in India. Yes, 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 yes. एक ही गाना बज रहा है. Yes, yes, yes. Income received, deemed to be received. Accrued, deemed to accrue. Business connection in India, कुछ भी कर लो. You have to pay tax in India. इतना बोलते से I always said my highest this thing, important thing which I highlight is on the pitfalls you should have. Deepti ma'am said na, resident and ordinary resident, world income is taxable. Common mistake by students. First column, everything they write, taxable, taxable. Array, but past untaxed profit brought to India. Amrish Puri has earned in London, paid tax in London, kal ka example. And he brought that money in India. It's a transfer of capital. So past untaxed profit when they are brought to India, they are not even taxable for resident and ordinary resident. I'm exactly making you aware. आप लोग सब ना 10 में से 8 तो लेके आओगे, उतनी तो मेरी गारंटी है. मतलब I'll make you do that. अभी तो we'll write chapter wise exam, we'll do one shot revision. काफी चीजें करेंगे तो अपने आप मिल जाएगा आपको. But one thing कि in all that, avoid that silly mistake. Ma'am said na, world income, yes, 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 आंख बंद करो. अरे ऐसे नहीं होता. If I am a resident and ordinary resident of India, but past untaxed profit is brought in India, it's not an income for all. Clear to all of you? Now, we were doing left to right. Now we'll do up to down. Up to down करते हैं. देखो. Resident but not ordinary resident. Received in India, deemed to receive. Accrued in India, deemed to accrue. Received and accrued outside India. 5 things will be taxable. Most important, जिसके बिना एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन नहीं होता है, 5th वाला बिट. Yes. Oh, non-resident, narrow-minded. Why I call it narrow-minded? This is my tagline to remember. Non-resident is narrow-minded. He is the most chota bhai in the house. You know, the younger ones, they are like, nahi mujhe ye chahiye, nahi mujhe wo chahiye, ye chahiye. So, non-resident is talking like this. Listen, only income received in India, deemed to receive. Accrue, deemed to accrue. I'll pay tax. Rest don't touch. I will not pay tax in India. Business connection in India, no problem. But business is received outside India, accrued. And I am also outside India. I am a non-resident. Why I should pay tax in India? Fifth wala. Sixth case. Received outside India, accrued outside India, connection out. Why I should pay tax? So non-resident is like a chota bhai, younger child in the house. It's very clear, very sorted. Right? Okay. I'm just saying generalization. Some of you may be the bigger sibling in the house. Chota aisa nahi hai. Just something to click in the exam and link up and learn. और ऐसे होता है, छोटे लोग ना बड़े स्मार्ट होते हैं, बड़ों को डांट पड़ती है तो देख देख के सीख जाते हैं. Okay, jokes apart. Is the table clear? Can I go to work out a problem?
Yes,
Yes, right. And while I'm working out the problem also, normal problem, I do it in 10 minutes. This will go on for 20-25 minutes. I don't mind. Every step, I'll give you clarity. Every step, you get a doubt, ask me. Ma'am, why you have taken here? Why? You please cross question. It will be clear to you. Chalo. अच्छा वाला क्वेश्चन करते हैं. What is अच्छा वाला? All these are good only, but they are actually very easy. I want to take up first only a tricky one. हाँ. Don't go by the length, ma'am. इतना बड़ा 7 marks के लिए no. They'll ask you 5 to 6 bits, but this is the 9th problem for practice. Chalo, we'll do it now. 9th problem. 9th problem. Don't see anything in the answer if you really want to get things directly synced in your head. X furnishes the following particulars. Interest on German development bonds. Can we read the problem and do our analysis? That will make our concept stronger. Again, while working out, I'll give you the explanation. 2 minutes, huh? X furnishes the following particulars of his income earned during the previous year 24-25. Interest on German development bonds. 2/5 is received in India. Oh. Acha, I want all of you to be clear about this, that you have to calculate the income for all the three, resident and all. So, interest on German development bonds. 2/5 is received in India. 60,000 ka 2/5, 12 5s are 60, and then 12 to 24,000. So 24,000 is received in India, taxable for all. Remaining out of 60, 24, 36,000 will be taxable only for resident and ordinary. I'm just reading the question. When I apply it and solve, it will be clear. Income from agriculture in Bangladesh. You remember agricultural income outside India, very well taxable, but received there only. Later on, 50,000 is remitted in India. Remittance is not taxable. But where is the agricultural activity? In Bangladesh. Tell me, I hope you all are not checking the answer. Just read the question, interpret and tell me, 181 will be taxable for whom? I'm waiting for the response from all of you. 181 किसके लिए taxable होगा बेटा?
non-resident.
The first one, right? Resident and ordinary resident. Income accrued outside India. It is received outside India. Still, he will have to pay the tax. I'm going more slower because I can literally understand how you feel when you study something for the first time. वो माइंड को पैटर्न थिंकिंग आने में टाइम लगता है थोड़ा, तो ओके आराम से करते हैं. Income from property in Canada received outside India. 76,000 is used in Canada for meeting educational expenses of ex-daughter in USA, and 10,000 is later remitted in India. 76 used there only. 86 earned where? Rental income you have received in Canada. Where is income received? Canada. Where is the property? Canada. Where is it accrued? Canada. Who will pay the tax? Only the first one. Okay. Income earned. Yeah. Any doubt? Please ask. Income earned from business in Kampala, Uganda. Okay. 1 second. Which is controlled from Delhi. 15,000 is received in India. The moment you all see received in India, tuck, 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 sabke liye taxable. Ma'am, why? Income directly received in India taxable for all. Now, remaining 50,000. Income is earned where? Outside India. Received where? Outside India. Business is controlled where? Delhi. I want all of you to write here fifth case. ये देखो अभी पहला प्रॉब्लम है तो you can again and again turn back, flip the pages, go back, refer these. Received in Uganda, approved in Uganda, but business is controlled from India. Yes, yes, no. So this will be taxable for the first two categories of the SSC. Dividend paid by foreign company but received in India. It's received in India directly, no? Taxable for all. Past untaxed profit brought in India, not taxable for anyone. We'll write a note. Not taxable. ये ना मैं बच्चों को ऐसे लिखवाती हूँ, आप भी लिख लो. Not taxable is equal to note. Because you ignored it, it's not taxable, or you know it's not taxable. So better write a note to get good marks in exam. Profits from business in Chennai, managed outside India. But where is the business? Chennai. So income is accrued in India. So taxable for all. You receive the income anywhere, but where's the business? Chennai. Is it taxable for all? Even non-resident doing business in Chennai, should he pay tax in India? Yes. Profit on sale of building in India, but received in Sri Lanka. That same example, seller buyer. Where is the property or building? In India, taxable for all. Pension, you know, when a person retires, he stops getting salary and he gets pension. So pension from a former employer in India received in Rangoon. Yeah, right? So pension from a former employer is in India. It is received in Rangoon. But from where he is receiving, where salary या pension कहाँ से मिल रहा है? India से. तो सबके लिए taxable. Gift of foreign currency from a friend received in India. Okay. From a friend, if you receive the gift above 50,000, it's taxable. Now, you know, like some of you may not digest क्योंकि हमने income from other source में पढ़ना है. फिर भी I'll try to explain you. Listen. मैम आप गिफ्ट्स नहीं देंगे ऐसे कैसे होता है वी तो गिव नेकलेसेस ब्रेसलेट कार सो मेनी थिंग्स वी हैव सीन आर गिफ्टेड giving gift is not wrong. It's a very nice gesture of gratitude, of thank you. That's why you gift someone. But they are saying gift to relative is okay. Now I am giving 80,000 to my friend. Ma'am, my friend is more than my sister. She is more than relative for me. Okay, that's fine. Income tax is saying to anyone other than your relatives, you are giving above 50,000 as gift. Indirectly, your black money you are giving to your friend. She will put in her bank and then she will withdraw and, you know, give back the cash to you. Like some way you are making the things legal, illegal like that. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? आपके पास black money है and you have not declared it. It's your illegal income. Say 80,000. So you are showing as you have gifted to your friend, but actually it's like her own income, not mine, her income. My friend is having black money. She's saying, Dipti, it's my black money. I'll give you cash. You give to me. And I'll say to government, gift received from Dipti ma'am, my friend. No tax he should pay. And earlier, long back in India, if you read little history, kabhi aapke paas kahin nazar mein aa jaye, there were two more taxes. One was wealth tax. That was tedious कि आपके पास इतने से ऊपर jewelry है, property है, wealth है, asset है. And second was gift tax. Now gift tax, wealth tax is abolished. So my friend is having black money, 80,000. She's saying, Dipti, you put it in your account, cash, give to me by check. So her money will become legal, 80,000. And department, if they ask me 80,000, yeah, I have cash in hand in my balance sheet, 4 lakh. Out of that, I have withdrawn and given cash. So she is receiving the gift. She doesn't have to show as income. And for me, 80,000, which I have actually not paid out of my pocket, she only gave the cash. I only have put in my bank and gave her the check. Doesn't make a difference to me. So like this, people were doing undue benefit and they were doing some rotations wherein black money was converted into white. And gift are taken from people. Okay, even if I say 80,000 I have earned by teaching taxation and now I am gifting to my friend. But for me, basic exemption is 250, so no tax. I hope I am giving you the reasoning. If you follow, okay. नहीं समझ में आए तो इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. The thing is, gift received by someone above 50,000 other than relative, it's taxable. Don't worry, details 6 problems are there in income from other sources only for gift. So this was the reading of the problem. Anyone is having any doubt?
No.
चलो तो अब हम इसको नोटबुक में करते हैं. आ जाओ. Writing part is all over. So we'll not write it with red pen. हम कुछ और कलर से इसको लिखेंगे.
Okay.
Which problem we are doing? Problem number क्या था? 9th problem in your note. You have to compute the income, computation of income of Mr. X for the previous year 24-25 with 3 different options. I want to give you one more option. In exam, you don't have to write the reasoning. अरे sorry, मैंने screen share किया ना. In exam, you don't have to write the reasoning, but this is your first problem. So if you feel, ma'am, we want to write the reasoning, please after writing every income, आप अपने language में छोटा सा reasoning लिख सकते हैं if you need it. First column is as if X is a resident and ordinary resident. Resident and not ordinary resident. And non-resident. आ जाओ. Shall we start? I want all of you to start using scale and pencil so that you make it nicely, so that you like to refer it next time. If I tell you that every day you should eat in a paper plate. क्यों मैम, घर में स्टील के प्लेट है, क्रॉकरी है, ब्रास के प्लेट है, कांच के प्लेट है. So only when we go for picnic or we travel, it's okay. We eat in disposable plate, right? That's the same way you have to refer your notebook before exam. And if it is neatly written, you will do the revision faster. So if you feel that after every line you want to write a reasoning in bracket for your understanding, please go ahead. एक बार ही लिख लोगे ना तो हमेशा के लिए क्लियर होगा. आ जाओ. Put your left hand on the question paper and read it with me and write. Interest on German development bonds 2/5 received in India. Bond interest received in India. Bond interest received in India. 60,000 into 250. How much it comes to? 24,000. 24,000 is taxable for all. 24,000 is taxable for all. Next. 2/5 is received in India. 3/5 is received outside India. Bond interest received outside India. 60,000 into 3/5, 36,000. Oh, 36,000 is accrued outside India, where the bonds are declared outside India. Received outside India, accrued outside India, it is taxable only for resident and ordinary resident. This is your first point only, and I want to pause and ask each one of you, are you clear what you are writing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I am to teaching more than 2 decades. For me, income tax, everything is easy. But honestly say, is it easy or not? Logically, समझ में आ रहा है? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can. If you want, see 30, 40, 50. If you want to write 60,000 directly for ROR and 24 and 24, most welcome. Listen, this is also, you can say, my plus or minus. I'm honestly sharing. The way I have made you write is conceptual clarity. In exam, interest received from German bonds. Directly in the first column, 60,000. Second column, 24, 24. Ma'am, can we write in single line? Yes, you can. Okay. Acha, what do you mean by bonds? These are German bonds. What do you mean by bonds? ये क्या है? Can anyone say? Bonds का मतलब क्या है? Then why you are not asking? ऐसे ही लिख लिया बिना समझे. Little louder. What do you mean by bonds?
A kind of loan similar to security.
Not able to hear you.
A kind of loan similar to securities.
Similar to debentures. James Bond नहीं मालूम है मुझे. But we all sitting in the room know what is debentures? Yeah. What is debentures? It's a secured loan company is taking. Suppose a proprietor takes loan from 5 people. So how does he make his balance sheet? Loan taken from Shamlal, Ramlal, Ganesh, Suresh, Mangesh. ऐसे लिखते हैं ना सबके नाम. If a company is taking loan, they issue debentures for 6 years, 10 years, and they say we will pay you interest. So you want to give 10,000 loan to me? 100 rupees debenture, 100 debenture. Oh, you want to give me 1 lakh rupees loan? Then 100 rupees, 1 debenture, 1,000 debenture. So like this, when I issue debentures, it's nothing but a kind of secured loan. And every year I pay them interest. ये बात खत्म हो गई. Bonds is a hi-fi name of debentures. The working of bonds, IDBI, deep discount bonds, flexi bonds. Next time I told you you're traveling in cab or sitting, then just see around. Up to hoardings lagna hi band ho gaye because of the traffic rules. Hoardings are not being put up. But if you sit anywhere and if you see or you read it in paper or paper नहीं पढ़ते हैं, कुछ इंस्टा या कहीं आपने कुछ न्यूज चैनल देखा है, see, bonds is the name of debentures. So German bonds means I have invested in some securities outside India. Who am I? Resident and ordinary resident. Aajao. World income, whether received in India or not, I'll pay the tax in India. Who am I? Non-resident. Whatever is received in India only, I'll pay that. Followed? So like this, the more you talk, the आपको भी लग रहा होगा ना कितना ज़्यादा analysis हो रहा है एक problem का. But the more you talk, the more that analysis fits in your mind. जैसे स्कूल डेज में ऐसे कितना फटाफट लिखते थे ना, ऐसे आ जाएगा. चलो, Next bit, read it from your book here. Chalo, साथ में करते हैं. Income from, now we are very sure that agricultural income, if it is received outside India, it is taxable. Yeah, but 50,000 is later on remitted. 181 is the income. 50 is to remitted in India later on. Rest is received outside India, earned outside India, accrued outside India. So for whom it will be taxable? Only for the first one, resident and ordinary. Agricultural income from Bangladesh. Neither it is received in India nor it is accrued. But if I am resident and ordinary resident, world income I have to pay. See, everyone in their mind should justify and agree. Okay, Dipti ma'am, we followed why you wrote 181, why you have put dash. You know, सबको आना है एकदम crystal clear. Income from property in Canada. Received also in Canada. 76,000 is used there. 10,000 is later remitted to India. Income from property in Canada. Received outside India, accrued outside India. Only for the first one, it's taxable. Income earned from business in Kampala, which is controlled from Delhi. And 15,000 out of 65,000 is received in India. Income from business in Kampala, received in India. Business in Kampala, received in India. Kitna? How much is received in India? 15,000. Taxable for all. 15,000 is taxable for all. And remaining 50,000 will be taxable for whom? I want all of you to tell me the answer. Remaining 50,000 will be taxable for first column, second column, or third column. Received in Kampala, but business is controlled from.
It will be for R1 and R and R.
Received outside India, controlled from India. Sorry, can you please say the answer again?
For first two.
Very good. बहुत अच्छा नाश्ता करके आए हैं. Thank you so much. 50,000 will be taxable for the first two. This is case 5. Where is it received income? Outside India. Kampala. Where is it accrued? Outside India. But where is it controlled from? Delhi. Now, dividend paid by foreign company. But it is received in India by all. Income received in India, na taxable. Dividend paid by foreign company received in India. 46,500. 46,500. 46,500. Why? Because it's received in India. Past untaxed profit, BROUGHT, brought in India. Not taxable at all. कल ये सब स्टोरी आपको समझा दी थी. Past untaxed profit is brought in India. Not an income. It's not an income only. It's not taxable. It's just transfer of your capital. You have earned over there. You're bringing in India. Now, business income in Chennai. Business income is in Chennai. But it is managed from outside India. No problem. But business is in Chennai, no? NRI, you are receiving income from Chennai, you have to pay tax here. Profit of sale of building received in Sri Lanka. But building कहाँ है? India में. Profit on sale of building in India. India में है. 14,80,000. 14,80,000. 14,80,000. Pension. I hope I've made it very clear what's the meaning of pension. Till you work with me, you get salary. The day you retire, you get pension. So from my former employer, why I'm saying former employer? Because I'm retired, I'm not working with you. But you are receiving salary from a former employer in India. Though it is received in Rangoon. Former employer in India received salary. उससे सैलरी मिली कितनी? Gift in foreign currency from a friend received in India. Gift received from friend. I want all of you to write above 50,000. 50,000 is the yearly. Ma'am, if 6 friends are giving 10,000, 60,000, will it be taxable for me? Yes. In the whole year, if I receive amount, it's taxable in all the 3 cases because gift is received in India. हो गया. TI, total income. In all the 3 cases, if you're non-resident, what's your income? If in I want everyone to pick up the calculator and do the total. Don't do Control C, Control V. There are printing mistakes. ऐसे बोलना नहीं चाहिए, उतने नहीं है कोई printing mistake. But just saying, a student's mindset should trust no one for the totals. I'm waiting. How much is the total for the first one? कितना आ रहा है total? हाँ?
If the gift amount is more than 50,000, then
can you check the volume in the laptop? बेटा एक बार full पे है क्या? नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है आज. I'm not able to hear you all.
Speakers.
I think some doubts here. एक बार ये total कर लो. I'll clear all your doubts. This is the total income. See, exactly 20 minutes we took to do the problem. You check the whole problem. If your total is not tallying, first half you check. Then I'll scroll up. First half you have finished checking. Then I'm scrolling up. You all check and tell. Dare anyone in the class check the answer and write the total? What do you say? Should we have answers printed in the book? I was not printing earlier. But on insistence of all the students, हाँ मैम करूँ, मैं कभी नहीं करती थी. It's the tough and nice way to study without answers. Yeah, please ask your doubts now. बोलो. एक एक bit में doubt पूछो कुछ है तो. Ma'am, why you have taken here in the first column? Why? कोई भी doubt है तो पूछो.
friend, foreign currency, the gift from friend had been 49,000.
Deepal, I think your name is right if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Deepal नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है बेटा. या आगे आके बोल दो एक बार वापस. I know you have to.
Income 49,000 है तो
48,000.
49,000, ma'am.
Where you are getting 49,000?
Suppose, ma'am. Suppose. Ma'am, can you hear us now?
Yes. Tell me.
Okay. Suppose the gift income is 49,000 from the foreign friend. So, will it be taxable?
If it is 49,000 you have received, it will not be taxable.
Anybody?
Yeah, sorry.
To any of the like resident, ROR also, right?
Gift ka limit hai above 50,000 from all the people other than relatives. So if I am receiving 49,000 gift, it will not be taxable. If I am receiving 10,000, 60,000 gift from 6 of my students, still taxable. Because for me put together, the limit is exceeding 50,000. Now is it clear?
Ma'am, if it is 80,000, will it be taxable 30,000 or the entire 80,000 will be taxable?
Entire 80,000. Very beautiful, and thank you so much for asking this question. Whoever is asked and you are communicating to me on their behalf. Very nice question it is. Whenever you cross the limit up to 50, not taxable. Beyond 50 तो पूरा taxable होगा. मैम फ्रेंड से 80 मिला है, 50 तो exemption दो, 30 ऐसे नहीं होता. Okay? Any more doubts? We can plan one thing. I'll ask sir to put up a microphone over there. If they attach it to the laptop, no, it will come louder for sure. Or koi doubt?
They don't speak loud. Nothing else.
For everyone, I assume that all the doubts are clear. And I told you, for one thing, I'm actually helpless. You know what? When we are doing residential status now, they are talking about gift, which is in detail taught in other source. They are talking about recognized provident fund, which is in salary. So right now, I want to concentrate on residential status. When you do those heads and when you come back and check, no, it will be clear. Okay, right. Take back 10-15 minutes pehle. How to present the answer is this way. And why I'm saying it's very easy and scoring. Suppose your Uganda example is wrong. 1 mark katega. Baki to sahi hai na? Suppose the first one is wrong. Income received from German. But rest all is correct. So 2 marks you will lose. One on the bit which is wrong and one on the total which is wrong. Baki to marks milenge. ठीक है? चलो. We'll do one more sum now. I gave some homeworks also, no, to all of you. Seventh one, we will do it now. Seventh sum. Mr. Salaskar submits the detail of his income for 24-25. Profits from business. Without seeing the answer. Profit from business carried on in India. So it's going to be taxable for all. Because the business is carried on in India. Now, profit from consultancy, which is set up in India, right? If the consultancy is set up in India, it will be taxable for which column? You can say yes, yes, yes. So I can hear you all.
For everyone.
For everyone. Great. Profit from business carried on in UK. Income is earned in UK and the business is controlled from UK. Okay. Income is earned in UK, accrued in UK, controlled. This is like sixth case. Only for the first one it will be taxable, right? Interest on British bank deposit received in UK. Okay. So bank interest where you are receiving? Britain. So it's a foreign country. Received in UK, accrued in UK, still world income will be taxable. Iske liye nahi, only the first one. Capital gain on property which is situated in Mumbai, of course. The moment you see that the property or asset is in India, so like this, I have put the tick. You have to write the figures and tax and do the total. Easy. चलो नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम आप मत देखो, आप नोटबुक में करो. 2 minutes टाइम गिवन टू यू. Put your calculator or book on the answer. Read question number 8. Solve it in class on your own without discussion with friends and Dipti ma'am. Coming 2 minutes. I'm not going to give any break today because we are continuing and then we are closing at 1 o'clock today. पर ये मुझे आप करके बताओ बिना देखे. कोई डिस्कशन नहीं, खुद से करो. Tomorrow we will do little advanced problems, wherein they will ask you to decide the residential status and then I'm waiting. Ma'am, done, you tell me, I'll move. डिस्कस मत करो, खुद से करो बिना बोले. Okay. Hope you all have done it without checking because that's the way you will gain confidence कि mistake हुआ तो कैसे करेंगे. Right? Okay. Zoe is resident and ordinary resident. Acha, this time they have asked only in one way. Capital gain on sale of house situated in Pune, taxable. Salary received in Sri Lanka for rendering the service in Tamil Nadu, taxable. Interest is received from Government of India. It is paid in Sri Lanka. Okay. But it is paid by Government of India. Very well taxable here. Royalty is received from A Limited, foreign company, which is a non-resident. And royalty is used also outside India. Yeah. It is received outside India, used outside India. So it will be taxable only if you are resident and ordinary. Same problem if he would have been, so the total income, how much it is? 220, right? Now, instead of resident and ordinary resident, if I tell you Zoe is a non-resident, tab kya karoge? Can you do it over there in pen, pencil? I'm twisting the question. I'm saying Zoe is a non-resident. Will the answer be same? Yes or no? No. Capital gain तभी भी tax होगा. He's a non-resident. Salary is received in Sri Lanka, but then services are rendered in Tamil Nadu. बिल्कुल taxable होगा. Interest received from Government of India, it will be taxable. Royalty received from A Limited, an NRI is giving royalty to another NRI. Yeah, that too outside India. For a project also outside India, not taxable. इंडिया को कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है. One non-resident paying royalty to another non-resident outside India for the project also outside India, it will not be taxable. So it will be 1,50,000. I want you to solve it as option 2, and if you have a conflict, tell me. If this Zoya is a non-resident, pause the video if you're watching as recording. और जो लाइव कर रहे हैं उनको भी अगर पॉज करना है तो मुझे वेट बोलो, आई विल वेट. If he's a non-resident, answer will be 1,50,000. Don't copy unless you follow. Yeah, some doubt is there or finished? Any discussion? Chalo. Now I'll teach you again, already like we have learned here, but salary, royalty, technical fees and interest. Who pays to whom is important. Look at the screen and understand, and then I have made a gist also, that also I will share. Royalty, technical fees, salary, interest, if it is paid by a resident to other resident, very well taxable in India. Paid by resident to non-resident, salary, interest, royalty, fees. चारों example है आपके book में section 9 में. If it is paid by resident to non-resident for projects in India, taxable. Project outside India, not taxable. Same way, if this is paid by non-resident for project outside India, not taxable. In India, taxable. मैम आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? नहीं समझ रहा. जल्दी से नोटबुक में एक डायग्राम बनाते हैं. आ जाओ. Something I want all of you to learn it thoroughly, because based on this, I will take 2 nice examples asked in the exam. Already पूछ चुके हैं आपको, इससे related example I will take up. It's a very easy chapter. Homework today without fail is check your study materials backside questions. Majorly तो I've taken like this Bretley question is from past exam and then study material. ये देखो. I want you to mandatorily write this booster note the way I'm making you write. Royalty, technical fees, fees, interest. We can also add salary. Excuse me. I'm giving in the pointers form. You can also make a flow chart. Mind mapping के लिए students say ma'am flow chart are easy. You're not allowed to draw flow charts in income tax exam, but for learning mode, if you want, you can. Excuse me. Royalty, fees, interest and salary. Okay. All this, first point. Paid by Government of India. Taxable in India. For all the 3, it is taxable if it is paid by Government of India. Next. If it is paid by resident for project in India, taxable. Are you getting? One resident is paying royalty, fees, interest, salary, anything. Yeah, to resident or to non-resident. But for the project, मतलब वो पैसे कहाँ use हो रहे हैं? You are paying interest on loan, but loan where you are using Chennai, taxable. Even if paid to, हाँ ये मैंने नहीं लिखा है, paid by resident for project in India, paid to resident or non-resident, किसको भी पे कर. I am paying royalty to non-resident. I am paying fees to non-resident. I am paying salary to non-resident for project in India, taxable. Third, paid by resident to paid by resident to non-resident. Stop mutual talking, please. I am teaching something very important. If you have doubt for today's class, you can come ahead and ask, and we'll arrange something tomorrow. ये देखो, paid by resident. हाँ, second point, ask what is the doubt.
Can you dictate the bracket?
Paid to R. Resident paying salary royalty fees to another resident for project in India, taxable. Paid to R or NR. Who is NR? Non-resident. Paid by resident royalty fees, interest, salary for project in India or for project paid to non-resident for project in India. It's taxable. I'm telling you, I can give you one more mind map also required. अच्छा मैंने क्या लिखा है वो शायद क्लियर नहीं है ना. ये लो, पेड. अब देखो, पेड बाय रेसिडेंट टू नॉन रेसिडेंट फॉर प्रोजेक्ट आउटसाइड इंडिया. इन इंडिया तो ऊपर में ही कवर हो गया ना. आउटसाइड इंडिया, NT, not taxable. Paid by resident to non-resident, royalty fees, interest, salary for project also outside India. Array, I'll give you 15 examples after this to complete this. हाँ, तो आप देखो फिर से. Paid by resident to non-resident. Who is receiving the income? Non-resident. Where? Outside India. For project where? Outside India. तो non-resident will say, मुझे इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है, पैसे यूएस में यूज हो रहे हैं, आई एम गेटिंग टेक्निकल फीस, आई एम अ नॉन रेसिडेंट, प्रोजेक्ट इज इन यूएसए, व्हाई वी शुड पे द टैक्स इन इंडिया? प्लीज pause and write it aram se. The moment I apply it, it will be taxable. And now next one, paid by non-resident. Paid by non-resident to resident or non-resident for project in India. Bilkul taxable. Now who is the payer? Non-resident. He is paying to resident or one non-resident paying to another non-resident. But where is the project? In India. Very well, it is taxable. And last one, which ये तीन का एक लिंक है, फर्स्ट और फिफ्थ वन जो अलग से है, डिविडेंड पेड बाय इंडियन कंपनी, resident or non-resident, taxable, because dividend is paid by Indian company in India. I'm going to solve coming 10-15 examples, तो ये क्लियर होगा. बट आपने जो लिखा वो समझ में आया? Once you finish writing, I'll take you to the books, मतलब notes, तो और क्लियर हो जाएगा. Finish writing? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow also we are doing this, so I think it's the repetition part which is required. क्या हो गया? Stop mutual discussion. I said give me time. I've just given you basic ज्ञान. अभी इसके एग्जाम्पल करेंगे, आप बार बार अप्लाई करोगे तो क्लियर होगा, पर वहां तक रुकना तो पड़ेगा ना. आ जाओ. Receive, deemed to be received, these question answers are clear. Residential status of all the other SSCs we are going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow we will also do the business connection. 1 minute. I was searching for this royalty and all. I thought I have given these problem ahead. Yeah, ye dekho. Income from salaries earned in India. If the salary is deemed to accrue or arise in India, it is earned in India, even if it is payable and earned in India or outside, kahin bhi. Any income earned for salary payable for period or leave period which is preceded, succeeded and form part of the service shall be recorded as income earned in India. Like, you are receiving arrears of salary and past salary and all. Now, income from salary which is payable by government. So when it is payable by government to a citizen of India for services rendered outside India, but where it is accrued in India. Why? Because it's paid by government of India. Okay? So it will be deemed to accrue or arise in India, very well taxable. But here this point is important for MCQ. See, any allowances or perquisites. Now this is in salary chapter. Apart from your 50,000 salary, I give you house rent allowance, medical allowance, some perks I give you, car I provide with driver, chauffeur, right? So if these are paid by government of India, outside India, they are exempt under section 10 clause 7. What's the gist of this? Government of India paying salary abroad, taxable. Government of India paying perquisites and allowances abroad, exempt. Clear? Third, taxability of income from salary. Earned in India, taxable. Paid by government of India, even outside India, it's taxable. Allowances and perquisites are exempt. उसी का जिस्ट बना के मैंने लिखा है इसमें. ठीक है? Now, dividend paid by Indian company outside India is deemed to accrue or arise in India, deemed to be received income from Indian company. If you are receiving the dividend abroad, still it will be taxable in India. Even if you are an NRI, you are receiving the dividend, say in USA from Indian company, no, still it will accrue in India and very well it is taxable in India. Now, interest is deemed to accrue or arise in India. Deemed to accrue or arise in India को underline करके लिखो taxable in India. If it is paid by government, if government is paying interest, taxable. If it is paid by resident for the money used in India, taxable. If it is paid by non-resident for the loan used for business and all in India, taxable. समझ में आ रहा है? मैम बहुत सारा वेराइटी आप एक साथ बता दे रहे हो, सबका जिस्ट एक ही है. Interest paid by government of India, taxable. Paid by resident for project in India, taxable. Paid by non-resident, yeah. But if the money and all is used for project or loan money is used in India, taxable in India. Royalty will be taxable in India, accrued. Is it paid by government of India? Taxable. Person who is resident in India, resident in India, if the royalty is used for business and all in India, taxable. Non-resident, when royalty is payable for getting any right, information and services and all in India, taxable. Technical services paid by government of India, taxable. Paid by resident where technical services are used in India, taxable. Paid by non-resident for technical services used in India, taxable. अब सबका जिस्ट ये है which I made you write. Interest, royalty, fees, technical services, are they paid by government of India? Taxable. Paid by resident for project in India? Taxable. Paid by resident for business connection outside India to non-resident. Income किसके लिए? I am the payer. I am a resident, but I am paying income to a non-resident for the project outside India, not taxable. This is little time consuming to be digested. Take your time. That's why I do it in the middle. Tomorrow also, when we are doing residential status of company, firm, AOP, oh, the peanut set, we'll complete in 15 minutes. Rest all for this revision. Paid by non-resident for any business connection or project. Non-resident is paying interest, royalty, fees, technical for project in India, taxable. This only I made you write in little different. And this I already told you. If the capital asset is India, registration is done in India, very well taxable. There are more chotu problems, but हम ना पहले ही थोड़े अच्छे वाले problem. हाँ ठीक है, चलो starting से करते हैं. Are you ready to go now to apply this knowledge of royalty and all? You know, just look here and orally you can remember. छोड़ दो सब knowledge को. अभी यहाँ ध्यान से सुनो. Indian company giving dividend in India or abroad, where the dividend is born in India, taxable for all. Government of India giving salary, interest, fees, royalty, taxable for all. Now, resident giving salary, interest, royalty, fees to another resident for the project in India, taxable. Resident giving salary, fees, technical to a non-resident for project also outside India, not taxable. Because who is receiving the salary? NRI. Where? Out of India. Project out of India. Received, accrued all outside India. And you yourself are NRI. Why you will pay the tax in India? Now, non-resident paying salary, interest, fees outside India. कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है. Non-resident paying salary, fees, technical and all for business connection or for work in India. Non-resident is paying for the work, project, fees, loan, everything used in India. He has to pay the tax. जिसको भी दे रहा है, the recipient will pay. Non-resident is to pay. ठीक है? So like this 3-4 times we have read, we have written the notes. Now let us apply it and solve छोटे-छोटे problems. आ जाओ. साथ में करते हैं 2 liners के problem. Joy, citizen of India, employed in Indian embassy in Tokyo. He receives salary, allowances, perquisites all from government of India. Beside, he was allowed perquisite. He is a non-resident. Examine the salary, allowance, perquisite all. Salary paid by government of India outside India is taxable. But Joy also received allowances and perquisites. They will be exempt under section 10(7). Now ask your doubts in problem number 30. Concept समझने में कभी भी time लगता है. To understand, to learn, to analyze, it will take time. But application should be easy. Is problem number 13 clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Pease paid a sum of $50,000 to Mr. Smile in Sweden for some project. Payment was made in Sweden. Who is the payer, receiver? Smile. Pease pay कर रहा है Smile को. Smile is also non-resident. And the consultancy is for a project in India. Is this payment chargeable to tax in the hands of the who is receiving NRI? But where that NRI's money is used, project in India. Yes, it is taxable. Because non-resident is getting income from project in India. You are having business connection in India. आ जाओ इधर earn करो, technical service दो, पैसे लो, bye bye. Next, Katrina, an Indian citizen, left India and was appointed by government of Korea to join there her duty. During the financial year, she came to India and stayed for 175 days. Okay, determine the residential status. This is an offbeat question, but अच्छा है, ऐसे बीच-बीच में change होते रहना चाहिए. She is Indian citizen, now working for government of Korea. So, Indian citizen staying abroad, coming to India. She is there in India for 175 days. Yeah. And she left India on 27. So is she there in India for 60 days or more? Yeah. And 365 days or more? Yeah. But then Indian citizen staying abroad, coming for working in India, second condition is not applicable. 60 days is not. But ma'am 120 days तो applicable है. हाँ. But 120 का छोटा भाई, total income should be above. And there's no total income. So not applicable. See. You have to write like this. Whenever they ask determine residential status, please write it. Yeah. In following case to be recognized, an Indian citizen who's relevant or goes abroad, second basic condition not applicable. Indian citizen who leaves as a member of crew. Indian citizen who goes abroad and visit India. Katrina is not satisfying first condition and second condition is not applicable because she has gone for work to Korea, है ना? For employment. So Katrina is a non-resident. Easy. First condition, she is not satisfying, 182 days. Second, 60 days, 120 days is not applicable. Singh is living in UK. He has let out his property in Bangalore to King. Payable also in UK. Landlord UK. Tenant UK. Property in Bangalore. Very well, it will be taxable. Even if he is a non-resident getting rental income, kahan se? Bangalore. Next. Bribing Engineering Company is a Singapore-based company and non-resident. They are non-resident, huh? Now, advice about taxability of these income in India. Government of India paid 10 lakhs under approved agreement. Will it be taxable?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Government of India paying very well taxable. आंसर मत देखो, ऐसे ही कोशिश तो करो आंसर करने की. चलो, चेन्नई बेस्ड कंपनी पेड 12 lakhs. किसको? इनकम हु इज रिसीविंग? नॉन रेसिडेंट फॉर इंपोर्ट ऑफ ड्राइंग्स एंड डिजाइन टू बी यूज्ड इन मलेशिया. नॉट टैक्सेबल. Not taxable. Why? Who is receiving the income? Non-resident. From resident. But where is the project and the work? Outside India. So I am having my work. I am Indian. I am having my work in Malaysia. I have hired an NRI from Malaysia to do work in Malaysia and I am paying him in Malaysia. Who is getting the income? Non-resident. He'll say, मेरे को इंडिया से लेना देना नहीं है. Income is received in Malaysia, accrued in Malaysia, and I am also a non-resident. Why I should pay tax in India? Same if non-resident would have received for a project in Mumbai, very well taxable. Next. South Korean company paid 5 lakh for technical know-how in South Korea. Not taxable. South Korean company paid to non-resident. One non-resident paying to another non-resident for project, not taxable. 750 for the formula used in India. Very well taxable. Take your time, read at home. Problem number 18, homework. 19, homework. Auric. 20, homework. Just simple cases. Who is receiving? And reason is also given. Make sure without checking the answer, you check and do it as homework. Tomorrow full class is for residential status of other SSC. But come first 45 minutes, 1 hour, I'll do this. अच्छा, कल एक और काम करना है. We are also going to do combined problems. You know what is combined problem? Day 1 and 2. What did you learn, beta? Day 1 क्या सीखे आपने? 182 days basic and additional. Resident है या non-resident? अच्छा, resident है तो this income. Non-resident है. So yesterday's knowledge and today's knowledge combine also 8 marks problem are asked. but make sure you do the homework, revise the booster notes, and we will continue the class tomorrow. Any doubts?
No.
Last, what I discussed, the problem, bribing engineering companies. See, who is the recipient, no? उसको ऐसे hold करना है, stand करना. I am to paying, but I am paying to Neil Limited, who is an NRI. So is this NRI is receiving the income? Ma'am, payer to India से pay. This is the common conflict in the mind of the student. मैं तो Indian हूँ ना. Okay, but you are generating income for whom? Who is receiving the income? NRI. It's their income. Are they receiving for a project in India? Taxable. NRI is receiving for a project in Malaysia? Not taxable. The more gist you simplify rather than diving into technical language, कोई जरूरत नहीं है. Okay? So homeworks करके आना है. I will discuss all tomorrow and tomorrow's full third class also for residential status. Monday afresh, we will start with heads of income. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, all of you. Very less thank you sound.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. Bye-bye. See you all tomorrow. Thank you for all the cooperation. Sound नहीं था तो अब इसको कुछ तो कल rectify करेंगे. Bye.